Okay, so it would seem that I am doing other videos on this, and it's not going to end anytime soon. We've now learnt that basically the over 70s are going to, cats. The over 70s are going to have to self-isolate the weakest and most vulnerable, and pregnant women. The weakest and most vulnerable of our society are being told to stay in their own homes and to not go out and get any produce, like there's any left on the shelves anyway, but to basically fend for themselves, every man for himself. Like, you rot there, we'll come and pick your body up when it's all done, when the dust has settled. That's the way I can see it. I'm sorry for being doom and gloom, but it is really getting me down now. Like, with draconian measures like this, it's like I posted on Facebook earlier on. You know, like, if you're going to take away somebody's freedom, you have to give them something back for that. Apparently they've suspended, like, they're going to give pensioners free TV licences until August. Oh, thanks. Ain't that fab? But why not give them free telephone calls so that while they're stuck in isolation, they at least have contact with the outside world and they can afford it? Because these measures that are being put on us, things closing down and whatever, are going to lose everyday people money. And then they're paying $2.5 million every single day to private health companies with shareholders who are raking in a mass profit over this. They're paying them $2.5 million a day or something for 8,000 hospital beds. Don't quote me, I'm not the quotey gal. But basically, people are making money. People are making money out of human suffering. Now, this isn't going and bombing Afghanistan or bombing fucking Iraq, which are also massive examples of people making money off human suffering. The opioid crisis is another massive example of people taking advantage of people's fucking heartbreak, worlds falling down, and making a few quid off it. Now, the numbers have gone up. I'm not going to talk about the numbers, that's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to remark on something that I've noticed that I think is really absolutely freaking epic, and that's the fact that coronavirus has got human beings talking to each other. We are actually discussing things. I'm having messages on Facebook from people who never ever delve into conspiracy theory. There's people that I've known my entire life posting on Facebook who are suddenly starting to get that something is wrong. So whatever they're planning up there, whatever they're sending down here to us, to affect us, to harm us, to sap our energy, what they're actually doing is that they're just waking more people up, because more people are going like, hold on a minute, this is really unfair. I know we've been through things unfair before, although we forget. But, like, oh, let me jump down. Yeah. I know we've been through things like this before, but, like, this one, ain't there something called the Ebola virus? And ain't there, like, something called SARS? Isn't there something called swine flu? I'm sure I remember this happening somewhere before. I'm sure I do. There are people doing that. And that is freaking amazing. It is such the best thing for us coming out of this on top, because right now what they're doing, they're imposing all of this stuff like martial law, blah de blah. Your average day bloke on the street wasn't scared about martial law like years ago. Like, people, weirdos like me, conspiracy theorists, truthers, Like, we've been saying this for years. We've watched this happen for years. The times that they've tried to get martial law implemented, and it's falling back. Like the times they've tried to start war with Iran, for example. Like, that every now and again, that comes out of the woodwork. They tried to start war with Syria, eventually got that one. But, like, basically, these people go through their cycles. They'll do the same thing again and again until it works for them. And none of us is going to come out of this better off. Well, none of us. They're going to make a tidy profit. They're already making a tidy profit. And when the vaccine gets rolled out, mate, do not, literally, please, I am begging you from the bottom of my heart, do not get the vaccine. There's my eyes. Do not get the vaccine, because that is what will kill people. Now, I know I'm being alarmist, and I know I'm talking conspiracy theory, but if what else I've said with conspiracy theory, with martial law and stuff like that, if that's proven to be true, why am I not right about vaccines as well? I don't speak a lot about vaccines. I know that. I have friends on Facebook who have children who are vaccine damaged. There is, on the government website, they have a vaccine damage payment page on their website. And yet we just go like, no, don't be daft. They wouldn't do that to us. No, of course everything that they say is for our benefit. Well, right now, they're proving that their decisions are not for your benefit. They're affecting everyone, and they are fucking us all over. So maybe it's a good thing, this thing. Maybe coronavirus is going to be what frees us. My Bezzy has been telling me this for a while. She's like, no, I see good things coming from it. But because I'm like sat on Facebook all day, like I see all the negativity and stuff, and it's like I can't see that positive coming out of it. But I've just been contacted by somebody who literally, he's got no reason to be this kind of person whatsoever, and he's just messaged me about coronavirus, and I'm like, oh my God, we are actually waking up. Maybe this will be the thing that tips the balance, and all of their lofty plans from their lofty places will basically trickle down, and they'll be like, yeah, we're so clever, we're telling them all this, everybody's in fear, and then we're all stuck there in fear, but we're stuck there in isolation with each other. We can talk to each other. We all now finally have a common enemy, because they are fucking all of us over in one go. And I'm sorry, Laura, because I didn't like my Bezzy, Laura. She's been like, no, I feel positive about this. I do not know why. I don't understand it, but I feel positive about it. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the coronavirus. I might well have the coronavirus. I have a cough. See, I have a cough. I might well have coronavirus. You watch him go and knock down the door. I hope somebody films it. They won't, but yeah, I'm having a glass of wine. Do you know why? I have done, like, this is backstory, me story. I have actually stopped drinking wine to a certain extent. But do you know what? Coronavirus. If it's good enough for beer, it's good enough for wine, right? So I am feeling, all of a sudden I feel this spark of positivity. When this young man messaged me and mentioned coronavirus, it sort of pinged off all of the other people that I've seen posting on Facebook that are not conspiracy theories, and they're not truthers. They are everyday people, and they are realising the insanity. Admittedly, a lot of them are focusing on the insanity of us, like the stockpiling, all of this crap. But eventually that'll twig, like, well, why are they stockpiling? Well, they're stockpiling because we've been told that we're going to be in lockdown, and everybody's in fear. And when we realise that they're using our fear against us, I'm just really hoping, I finally feel a little bit of fire in my belly. I've had a really down day today. There's another 20 deaths of people who died, but had also tested positive for coronavirus. 16 people a day, again, 16 people a day die of suicide. And that number is going to go right through the roof when they implement these things where we can't go into work. And that's going to bugger up the, like universal credit, like the people on universal credit, bless them. Like, literally, we're not caring. But, like, please, let's not look at this as we're not caring, let's hate each other. Let's look at this, they're not caring, let's hate them. Because they're the people who are doing this to us. It's not the people hoarding the toilet paper who are hurting you. Well, it is directly. But they wouldn't be doing that if these people up there hadn't fucking given a nod and a wink and rolled up a trouser leg at a lodge meeting and decided how this was all going to pan out. And it was probably planned years ago. Like, we need to come together genuinely. Hopefully, this will bring us through the other side so that we have a different view of them. And we have a different view of us, but ours comes from love. We realise that we are the people that matter and that them bastards just shouldn't be allowed to get away with it anymore.